No mind. Brain and body. World and the pretty lights and the blowing wind. Focusing on behavior and consciousness. Seem to be directed towards eventually eliminating distractedness by controlling the body with the brain and the mind. Controlling the body with the mind. With the brain free to be free and proud and aware. Free, proud, and aware doesn't cause as much difficulty as the mixture of control and restriction with behavior, speaking included. And living in a country here now, physically present now, not a philosophy, not some imaginary world system for one governing body for everybody, but a place called the United States of America, the land of the free and home of the brave. From the sacrifice and the dedication of those who serve this great country and protect it and help it and keep it from going away. There's an eventual limit reached with control and restriction. Nobody has explained how any of it makes sense. Why the body would need to be restricted, why the mind would have to do so much work to keep it under control. Monkeys and rats, they are intelligent in different ways than humans. They're strong and powerful monkeys and apes and gorillas and chimpanzees, sweet and social. Rats are full of abundant energy and excitement for a simple task like running around on a wheel. Humans care for dying patients in hospitals elderly in nursing homes, cancer fighting courageous folks and people in chemotherapy and radiation treatment and recovering from surgery. And stand guard against evil and violence and despair. Mistakes with behavior, mistakes with language also, and mistakes with gesture. Flicking off someone and getting angry and mad have always been frowned upon. People can't always control what they do now. But that doesn't mean there aren't options for these folks and these people to make progress. And then also for the person who's receiving the negativity, the emotional force. To go slow. With their energy directed less, and more towards solving the problem. And what's good about solving the problem has to do with the available choices. Rather than the automatic and often described binge. Letting emotions control the thinking. Instead of the brain doing the decision making. When stuff gets tough, the body stops, the brain goes. And the brain will eventually learn with the help of the body letting the brain do the work. The brain will learn how to get thinking going with a little bit of stimulus, a little bit of energy, with some adrenaline from coffee, some music, some meditation, yoga, walking, weightlifting. Or simply taking a night to enjoy the world, life, and consciousness. And allowing the brain to increase consciousness, to reduce the stimulus for visual and auditory sound and sight. With the limits jam-packed with information and data from years and years of people studying and trying to figure out what consciousness is, what emotions are, what stimulus are, what behavior are, what the brain does, and how the body works, and how to train the mind, and how to have a focused mind, and how to be concentrated on a task. Controlling the body to paint an ocean from a dream about going on a short vacation from the fatigue and the tiredness. Sewing and making a blanket for the winter to get ready, to be prepared, to have a good cold season with a warm heart. Mind with focus, mind with concentration, mind with a beneficial task stimulates the brain, calms and satisfies and relaxes the body, and gets it strong and powerful also, making the processes of information sharing between the brain and the body more efficient, more fast, more quick, more effortless. These are some of the conditions for no mind in the world. No mind in a home like mine, in an ashram, or someone's home where they live and they feel happy and they enjoy their dwelling. As simple as making sure to be safe, not leaving stoves on, not reducing the brain during no mind. The brain helps reduce the mind when called upon, when needed. But no mind, no brain are much more precarious and risk-filled endeavors, going completely primal. And not being able to make decisions as easily, not being able to go from task to task and not have some emotion, not have some frustration, not have some hormonal charge with energy.